but the character is funny because he really loves boobs. So I'm like, it'd be funny if I like became real sexy and like I become the thing that he's so obsessed with.
That's funny. What's up, guys, and welcome to the podcast, Creatives Corner, where we get some creatives and just put them in the corner and we just talk creatively, talk shit. We just talk. You feel me? So today we have a special guest, one of my favorite people on this planet. Give it up for Kiera Please.
Stop.
Kiera.
Thank you for even having me. I am honored. This looks really, really cool. I did not expect this.
I know, right?
I
I'm full
know.
of surprises.
I love it. You're definitely being creative in a corner.
That's right. You feel me? You feel? Hey, she knows. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'm so happy you're here. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. I went into complete hermit mode
Yeah.
and tried to recharge and get my creative juices back to flowing. But I missed you. And
I missed you.
Yeah, I'm happy to get out of it and
Good.
see you more often.
Good. Please, Kiera, please.
I love that this was like the first thing too of seeing each other, like a cool creative project, and we just get to like you said, talk shit.
Exactly.
And talk creatively.
Exactly.
And see what comes out. And I'm excited for this conversation. It's like gonna be catching up with an old friend.
Exactly.
Yay.
Yeah, the last time I saw you was the Anime Expo.
Yeah, that was a minute.
Yeah. When was that? Like June, July? I don't remember.
I feel like that was in the summer.
It was definitely
and
in the
that was
summer.
definitely not summer. So yeah, it's been a good while. Oh my God.
Yes.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was cool because I got to see you around kids, my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're so sweet.
You're good with kids.
I like kids. I used to intern at a nonprofit organization that was like a summer camp for kids that couldn't afford regular summer camp.
Okay.
And I think that's when I first had my first go round with children. And they seemed to like me. I didn't realize. I was like, I'm just so cool. They think I'm cool. Now I try to win the approval of your children.
You are cool.
Thank you.
Because even you got them the Poonie Room thing.
Yeah.
And they still have it.
They do.
They do.
For those who don't know, it's like an advanced Neopet. It's so cool. Oh. I'm so glad they like it.
Yeah, they loved it. They were fighting over it.
And they still are using it?
Yes.
Oh my God. Merry Christmas.
I know, right?
I'm Santa Claus.
Thanks to you. Curly hair Santa. That's so dope. So Kiera, what got you into your creative field, or what makes you a creative actually? What part of the creative area are you in?
Yeah, that's a good question. What makes me creative? Well, I'll answer that first. I think what makes me creative is just partially the endeavors that I try to do.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of content creation. I got into cosplay a lot, but even more so than that, I've been doing voice acting and acting. I just released a comic book journal hybrid kind of thing.
Oh yeah, did you bring that?
I forgot, and I was really thinking about turning around, but I was already 10 minutes away, and I was like,
That's okay. I'll
so
plug
bad.
it on the media side.
Okay.
We'll do it on camera 4.
I really wish I brought it because I wanted to bring you one.
Oh, that's so nice.
Of course. I mean, you deserve it.
Where can people find that?
On Amazon.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, just type in either my name, Kiera Please, but the book itself is called Inner Monologue. So just the thoughts that flow from your head to the paper, and I try to make it less daunting by adding pictures. So it's like a picture book journal. But I think what makes me creative is just I like to think that I follow my inner voice and my I guess inner child, so to speak, on what I am interested in. And I try not to limit myself into one thing. If my interests start to change or they start to transition to other things, I try to allow myself to fully indulge in those impulses. And I think that's what creativity is too, is just being really in tuned into that voice of whatever that voice is telling you,
Mm-hmm.
and blocking out the outside noise. I think that's where you get your best creative impulses, because it's kind of what like your heart and your gut is telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Do you create better like in the daytime or at nighttime?
Oh. Okay, so I feel like I create better during the day,
Really?
but that's only because I like the idea of waking up early.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
that's
kind of
right.
like the idea of forcing myself to be kind of on this like 9 to 5 schedule, even though it's like doing creative things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like most people, and this is based off of no research, feel like most people they like to work at night,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I like to watch TV at night. So
Yep.
I also like to sleep at night. So I like to wake up at like 5 a.m. When I can, if I can wake up at like 5 a.m. I don't do it all the time. I feel like I get my best like ideas and I get a lot of work done.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. When are you most creative? At
Man,
night.
definitely at night. Like example, I went to bed at maybe 4 a.m. today or 5
Oh
a.m.
my God.
And so like yeah,
Do you sleep?
I barely sleep.
Oh
It's
my
funny. I
gosh.
sleep maybe like 4 or 5 hours a day.
I actually do know some people like that where they actually feel pretty rejuvenated with just a few hours of sleep.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm not one of
I
them.
feel like, for lack of better words, a crackhead or something. Like you know.
I know. What a creative way to describe it.
Yeah, because it's like I have a little bit of sleep, but all this energy, and then you use all that energy until you knock out again, and then
Mm.
something wakes me up, and then when I'm up, I'm up, and it's like yeah, it's crazy.
See, sometimes I wish I was like that because it seems so cool to like
It's not. Don't
have
do it.
oh
Don't do.
have those sparks at night. Don't do it. Keep
Don't
going
do
with
it.
what you're doing.
But like I do like to create at night because everything's quiet, and like I don't have to worry
Mm,
about people like texting me and responding to people and
that's a good
things like
point.
that. Yeah.
I think I share that same sentiment if I and when I wake up at 5 a.m., like in those hours, like no one's
Yeah.
really up.
Right.
And I do
True.
like the quietness. You're not really having to respond to people. Like it's
Yeah.
truly just you time. And I
Exactly.
think, yeah, it's like two sides of the same coin.
Because then once you get that first text, then you know the rest of them are coming right after.
Yeah, and then you have to respond, and then when you respond,
Mm-hmm.
they respond, and then you got to respond again. And I'm like, man, it doesn't end.
Mm-mm. Not until they go to sleep.
Mm-mm, you're right,
It's crazy.
right.
So what time do you usually go to sleep then? If you wake up so early?
um, I try my best to go to sleep maybe around like 10, 11.
Yeah. That's
That
not
doesn't,
bad.
yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't always happen depending on how long I've been watching like TV or
Yeah.
like different shows that I'm into. But I don't really stay up to 1 or 2, 3 a.m. unless I just can't sleep.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I'll just lay there and I'll realize like, man, I'm not tired, but I'm not gonna get up and create anything. I literally will like lay there for 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's impressive.
yeah.
Wow.
I'll just sit there.
You're like not even on your phone though, or?
Mm-mm. Because I feel like the
Wow.
phone will wake you up even
Yeah.
more. And well, sometimes I try to think of it as a good thing because I'm like, maybe this is just like my body forcing me to meditate,
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
know?
Ooh, do you meditate or do like yoga or anything?
I do Pilates, which is like yoga 2.0, I feel.
Okay.
But I try to meditate. I haven't been doing it as much as I want to. And I kind of fallen off the wagon of being consistent at it. Uh I meditated it for a little bit yesterday and I do think it helps a lot.
That's good.
Like as far as just like clearing your brain, but also doing your best to not necessarily control your thoughts, but not let specific ones consume you.
Yeah.
And that I feel like takes like a practice and like you have to constantly work on it. And so I want to get back into it a lot more, especially for like the new year.
Nice.
I think
Okay.
it helps with creativity a lot because like sometimes you'll get a thought that pops in and you're like, where did that thought come from? But
Yeah.
it's like a creative idea and you wouldn't
Yeah.
have gotten it if you weren't as still potentially.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it
That's deep.
helps.
That's deep. Um, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
So
I
like,
try.
what have you or what are you most known for in like this content world?
Yeah, so I would say that I'm probably most known for cosplay.
Okay.
That's not how I started on the internet.
Oh,
but it was
interesting.
one of the things that definitely elevated my platform and pushed it out to a lot more people.
Okay.
And I got into like the nerdy world, and I think it also allowed me to like find interests that I wouldn't otherwise thought I could do professionally.
Hmm.
So definitely like cosplay. I don't do it as much anymore just because I'm trying to put my hands in other pockets,
Okay.
but I do attribute a lot of my success to it.
Nice. So other pockets like, bless
Sorry.
you. No, you're good.
I was trying to hold it in. If my face started looking funny, it's
Don't
because
hold
I
it
was trying
in.
to
Let
hold
that
it
out.
in.
Let that shit out, girl. Okay, so you didn't start with cosplay. What did you actually start with?
I started off with fashion and hair.
Okay.
Yeah, so Tumblr days, if anyone remembers the
Yes.
Tumblr
They're
app.
still out, right?
Huh?
The app is still like
Yeah, but
active.
I think so, but I haven't went on it in like
Gotcha.
years. But I'm sure there's people that still use it. Like
Yeah.
there's people that probably use MySpace, I think.
I wonder that
Yeah.
too. I wonder like
I
did
don't
it
know if it
completely shut down or is
I
it
don't
still
think
there?
so.
I might go make a page just
Maybe just to
because.
see for shits
Just
and
for the
giggles.
yeah,
You
just for the that
yeah.
nostalgia.
What if it's like popping over there and we just have
Yo,
no
right?
idea? It's just like it's super late.
It's
Like
probably like a whole nother Instagram. Like you got to pay for ads and I don't know.
I
I'm
imagine.
gonna find out though. I
Please
actually am
report
gonna
back to
do that. I
me.
will.
But yeah, no fashion and hair. I would like dabble with like bohemian fashion and different styles. I wasn't necessarily the best dress, but I did do some out of pocket alternative stuff that
Yeah,
I think garnered a little bit of like interest because I feel like Tumblr was like peak like alternative girl.
yeah.
I did a lot of flowers in my hair, so I would
Okay.
put like a lot of fake flowers. Like I feel like we see it a lot more now and like in the past few years, but I was like
Yeah.
I feel like no one was really doing it. I don't want to say I did it first because I definitely did it, but I feel like I definitely helped popularize it in some kind of
Yeah.
way. Um, yeah,
That's
back OG
dope.
Tumblr. And then one day I decided to cosplay Garnet from Steven Universe, and then it went kind of viral.
Okay.
And then that's when I discovered, oh, there's a whole world for this. 'Cause I didn't even know cosplay was a thing. I didn't know that was the term. I just was
Really?
dressing up. Yeah, I was like, this is Halloween during the winter or something like
Oh,
that.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then that's when they were like, oh, this cosplay, and I started researching. I was like, oh, this is like a whole ordeal. Like people going to Comic Cons. I didn't really know what that
That's
was
crazy.
until I got into it on accident. Yeah.
Wow.
hmm
Because like, well, for one, you're really good at it,
Thank you.
and then, so how'd you get like so deep in it? Just kept going and kept
I
going.
just kept going. I just
That's
kept
awesome.
doing it. And I was just like, and it was fun. And I kept doing it partially because I was depressed.
Mm.
I didn't really have no friends. Because I'd moved to a new state. I moved to Georgia and I was living with my aunt and uncle. And I didn't really know anybody. And
Hmm.
I didn't have a car. I couldn't get around. It was just very limited of what I could do. So I just started like kind of shopping in my aunt's closet, going to thrift stores that were near the
Okay.
area, and like making costumes and putting together costumes in the hallway at her house and taking photos because I was just so bored and I needed something to do. And it was just like, it was fun and I was able to get out my head for like a little bit. And it just like snowballed to something bigger.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I
So
know.
like,
It's
what's your
crazy.
favorite cosplayer if you have one, or give me like a top three?
I think it always changes, but I would say Joker, because I don't have to worry about my makeup getting messed up because I just have white face paint and it's supposed to look kind of bad.
True. Yeah.
So it's like, and it like something about being in a suit makes me feel like powerful.
Mm,
So I really enjoyed that. Princess Kita from Atlantis. That was one of like my first
okay.
cosplays. Like it was in the like definitely one of my first five, I would say.
Okay.
And I love Atlantis, and so I was like, I would love to be her, and I made it all by myself.
That's
And it was like
awesome.
the first time I really like tried. It wasn't great, like I wasn't sewing a lot, but I felt proud of it because
That's
I
good.
just didn't know what I was doing. And then the last one, I'd say Sexy Chainsaw Man.
Wow, never heard of that.
Yeah.
Is that like a made-up character?
No, there's this anime called Chainsaw Man, and his head turns into a chainsaw.
Oh.
But I was like, but the character is funny because he really loves boobs. So I'm like, it'd be funny if I like became real sexy and like I become the thing that he's so obsessed with.
That's funny.
So I had like chainsaw arms, chainsaw head, but like a bikini.
Wow.
And I thought it was fun. I was like, this is like great. I love this. I
Are
hope.
these top threes that you just mentioned, are any of them on your Instagram?
Yeah, they're all on the
Yeah.
Instagram. Some of them you might have to do some scrolling, but
Okay, let me see if I can find
insert later.
one. So I know you mentioned that you want to get out of the cosplay world or out of the yeah, I guess it is cosplay world. I was gonna say the Comic Con world, but because actually when I was hanging out with you at
Mhm.
Comic Con, I definitely felt like I was hanging out with with like a celebrity and a
Stop.
star, and
Thank
like it
you.
was
What?
dope. Yo, like people were like, "Are you Kiera?" I'm like,
Oh
"Look
my
at people recognizing you," and she was dressed as just her normal self.
Yeah, just wearing regular clothes,
And
walking
they just
around.
like stopping you, want to take pictures with you. We even got those two girls to help out with the
Oh
video. That was
yeah.
cool.
Oh my
You
God.
got some juice. You got the
Thank you.
juice,
I
girl.
mean, I appreciate them even like rocking with me for this long because I feel like
Yeah.
it's been like the first post I made was probably in 2014.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not that. What's that? 10 years?
Yeah. 10 years.
Is there like a normal like cutoff time that or like what am I trying to say here? How long do people usually last in the cosplay world?
Oh, that's a good question. Honestly, I quite literally have no idea because I feel like obviously no one's gonna dissolve into oblivion, but but I feel like I think social media in general has these ebbs and flows of like whoever's like on top or like the big
Yeah.
name, just kind of like how music and
Right.
acting or anything is. Um, so I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm surprised I've lasted this long. I'm
Really?
just like very thankful that I could. But I definitely know it's not forever for sure. Um, you can always dress up forever, but you can't like I don't know. I don't know if you can stay relevant for completely at the same level, like
Yeah.
at your peak forever.
Gotcha.
Um,
So like, um, what was I about to say? Wow, this is bad.
no, you're
I was
doing
about to say,
great. What are you
oh,
talking about?
so like, okay, have you ever felt like, well, I guess it's now. I was gonna say, have you ever felt like you just want to give up, you don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah, I think honestly more so maybe like I took a 8 month break or hiatus kind of from social media, and I think around that time, like right before that, I was kind of feeling like as much as I love cosplay and like it's provided me a lot of opportunities, a lot of eyeballs, a lot of community, a lot of friends.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like with anybody in their job, you kind of just get tired and want to try something else,
Hmm.
and like you don't always stay the same person, so like the passion may not always be the same level for something when you
Right.
like grow as a person and you learn more about yourself. And I just found myself feeling a little pigeonholed because but like one from my by my I was pigeonholing myself thinking like, well, I can't do anything else. This is the only thing that people like
Mm.
want for me or like for me, and that was like a limiting belief that I had to like kind of battle. And I had to like remind myself you're allowed to have more than one interest, and
Yeah.
it's okay to like set something down to bring in new things, and then
Right.
like you can always come back to it, you can always switch and change. But I definitely was like feeling that maybe like 8 months ago of like, okay, I really kind of want to take a serious stab at just doing other things that I'm interested in,
Yeah.
and giving it like all of my attention instead of like dividing my attention into like so many different things, because I feel
Okay.
like you don't if you're dividing it so much you don't necessarily give it 100%.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
giving like 20, 30, 15,
Yeah.
like it's all divided, and I felt I owed it to myself. Like I felt it in my gut, like it kept telling me like you can try other things, and I
Yeah.
finally decided to start paying more attention to it and trusting that like it's not the wrong decision.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's like Mike Tyson once said when he was like, it was before this last fight. I hated that
Oh,
last fight, by the
that
way.
last one.
Oh my
I didn't even
God.
watch it. I just seen it
So
all
bad.
over like
So bad. I was
Instagram and
like,
like
why
TikTok
did
and
he do
stuff.
this? But But before this fight, he was like, it's just I'm not in love with it anymore. Like I don't want to do something that I don't love doing.
Yeah.
So that's
And I
when
feel like
he
people can
retired.
see that too.
Yeah,
And it's okay. I think it's okay.
I
Like that's all
agree.
right.
And he should have just stayed out of there. Like, what the fuck were you doing?
He said
But I'm sure he
one
got
less
paid.
hurrah.
So okay, so now that you're kind of hanging that up for a little bit,
Hmm.
with maybe forever, who knows?
It won't be forever. Like I'm still gonna cosplay here and there. It's just not gonna be. It's just not gonna have my full attention.
Yeah,
You
like would you
know.
be considered a cosplay influencer? Is that a thing?
I think yes, actually,
Yeah.
it is. I think one thing. I don't know if I even like the label because like the label of like I don't know if I like labeling myself at all anymore. Like I definitely
Yeah.
do it because it makes more sense when you explain to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to be pretentious, but it's like sometimes I feel like when I put parameters on what I do, then it makes me stay in those parameters
Yeah.
and not venture out. So like technically, yes, I think I would be considered that, but like I think I just like to generalize it even more and be like, I just am a content creator. I just create whatever I feel compelled to create. And that's like one of
Yes.
the things that I was heavily creating and hoping that people related or vibed with it or enjoyed it or were entertained by it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
So, okay, now that you're hanging this up for a little, what is your next venture that you're going into?
Yeah, I think the next venture that I really want to get into is how lame of it to say because I'm in LA is acting for
How
sure.
is that lame?
Because I feel like everyone wants to be an actor.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
Which that's not lame. Everybody there's enough space for everybody to eat at the table. But I
But
feel
is
like it's like the
everybody good at it though?
true,
That's the question.
true.
And
But
you, from what I've
I
seen,
think I'm good.
you are good.
I definitely can always improve, and I think I take it seriously enough where I am trying to constantly improve and taking
Yeah.
classes, and I'm trying to film my own stuff to like get better, fix my
Yeah.
reel, like do just different acting types of things to like get my feet more wet. But I definitely want to get into that, and specifically like I just love film. I love film. I love movies. That's what probably drew me to cosplay in the first place. Like
Okay.
film, movies, cartoons, anime, and I do want to get into like the comic book space.
Yeah.
I always wanted to like go to conventions, but have something to offer people because these stories have changed people's lives. Like,
Yes.
obviously, it changed my life, like seeing these different shows. And I do want to create something that also has that same effect that I feel like people can find their home in. So, like, those
Okay.
two things are like the endeavors that would give me so much bliss.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So like you're actually out here putting in the work for the acting. Like you're not just saying you want to act, you're actually doing the steps.
Yep, I already have my headshots. I've been taking classes. I have a reel. I mean, I started voice acting before I started acting, so I do
Okay.
have like I have a clue. I'm about to take this nose ring off. It keeps falling off. I do have a clue
I thought
of
she was picking a booger. Yo, I
no,
was like,
imagine that on camera. I think I have like I've definitely had enough time to fine tune my craft a little bit. Which led me to like wanting to do traditional acting because I did have that space to do like some voice acting. And voice acting for me, I don't really change my voice that much. There's characters who I do, but it really is about how to make the words flow and how to make it sound natural, and it's genuinely acting.
gotcha.
Um
Can you give
it's
me an example of like what voice acting would be like?
it's like because like you get this script and like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like words you would never say, like the flow of the words or like how something said, because essentially it's a whole different character.
Yeah.
And so I think sometimes when you think about voice acting, you think about just like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And you want to make these crazy
Okay.
voice, but it's really just like, oh my God, that's just so crazy. Like just making it sound as normal and as possible, and like making sure you get the emotions to come across, but not like so overtly where you're like, they definitely seem like they're acting. You ever
Yeah.
watch something, you're like, yeah, that looks like they're acting,
Yeah.
as opposed to feeling like you're in the moment. I think acting is basically not acting. You want it to be as believable and as real as possible. So you're kind of tricking your body or your voice to feel like it's experiencing it in that moment. I don't feel like you ever want to like try to actively be sad. You just want to be like, okay, what comes to mind when I'm sad? How do I think about these thoughts so it naturally, like, my body is like tricked into thinking that they're sad at that moment.
Damn. So is that like what they have you guys do in class? Like,
Yeah, so I've taken a
feel
couple
an
of
emotion, like
class.
right then and there?
So voice acting class, less of that, more of I don't even remember. It was so long since I took a voice acting class. I feel like voice acting class, they started touching on different character work because I don't really do commercial work. I do more so like video games and
Okay.
like cartoons and animation. So we would practice kind of like different character archetypes
Oh, that's
as far
dope.
as like because
You're in
I
video games?
yeah, I am. I'm in a
What?
video
That's
game. Some
lit.
haven't come out, but it's fine.
Let me know. I'll buy it and play it just for the voice.
Thank you. Oh my God, that would be so sweet. And for traditional acting class, they talk about, or at least the class that I'm in currently, because I've taken a few, they talk about providing a source to each of your lines. So like, how do I explain this? Like, if I'm saying a line, they talk to us less about like how, like, don't think about how you're about to say it. Think about how you want the other person to feel.
Oh, okay.
Like, don't think about like I'm trying to be sad right now. You're more so think about like, okay, what do you want to make this person feel guilty? Do you want to make them feel comforted?
That's
How would you say
good.
that? If you want to make them feel belittled, or do you want to make them feel powerful? And that's focusing all your attention on the other person. Um, and I think, yeah, and they also talk about like having these visuals in your mind. And so I'll go back to like the feeling portion of like, okay, if you are trying to feel sad, like who makes you feel the saddest in your life? Like, I don't know, like if that makes sense, and kind of visualize like seeing that person, like your body will start thinking of the memories. And like, I feel like sometimes you can see people thinking in their minds, and that
Yeah.
gives good acting because you're like, damn, they're really going through it, as opposed to
Damn.
like a blank, vacant stare. I hope that made some type of sense.
That makes sense to me.
Okay, okay, good.
Like, cause there's like method acting, and then what's the other?
I don't even
There's
know.
like different terms
There's
in
so
there.
many terms.
But I know method is
I
like
know
when you're
I don't
actually
know
like
any of
you're
them.
in the
They're in it.
you're like you are that character until they stop shooting.
Yeah, that scares me a little bit
Yeah.
because when you're in something for so long, your body doesn't know the difference between real and fake.
True.
So like you're actually really going through those emotions
Yeah.
that the character's going, and that can be a very blurry line
Yes.
of how to, because you don't just necessarily snap back into reality.
Nope.
Like you don't just cry and be like, all right,
Exactly. They're still
I'm done
sad.
crying. Like you
Yeah.
still might feel lingering emotions towards like
That's
that
so
action.
crazy.
So
So do you do that or?
I don't know if I say I do that. I don't know if I'm a method actor. Because at one point I had to do like a lot of breakdown scenes for something. And then I realized at that moment, I was like, oh, this is why people need a vacation after they do like a very emotionally intense movie or show. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
this is
Oh yeah. You know what's his name?
it's heavy.
Spider-Man. What's his name?
Tom Holland or the,
Yes, he did that one movie
oh, I know which one you're talking about, I think.
where
I forgot the
yeah,
name though.
and they said it fucked him up.
Yeah.
They fucked him up.
Yeah,
He
I
had to
was
take a
doing
break.
because sometimes you're not even filming the scenes in order. Like sometimes you have to
Yeah.
do a happy scene, then you break down, then you're like, okay, now you're going to a party, and then now you're doing things depending
Yeah.
on how the set is. You could be doing things not page 1 through 200. It could be like
True.
page 54. All right, page now 70, page 1, depending
Yeah.
on like the set and all the
And
stuff.
I feel like that's crazy for me. Like, I mean, I feel bad for the editor, whoever's editing that. Like, that's a lot of work. Oh my God, I don't know how
Yeah.
they do it. But
Yeah.
shout out to you guys because I can't. I can.
Shout out to
I'll shoot
you.
it. I'll film it. I'm
And then
down
pass
for
it
that.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's a lot of work,
It is. I
man.
don't know if I could be an editor. I try to edit YouTube videos and I'm already struggling. Like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Ugh. Why is this 15 minutes? Like,
It's only 7 a.m. and I'm tired.
yeah.
Fuck. Oh man, that's funny. So who do you have any like favorite actors?
Yeah. Or I feel like it's always going to change depending on who's like the it person being thrown in our face in a good way. I think I really love Ayo Edebiri. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, or Ayo Edebiri. She was in The Bear. She was in Bottoms.
Oh yeah, I know you're
She
talking
was
about.
in She's been in a couple different things, and I do really like her. I really like Florence Pugh. She was in Midsommar. She was in Don't Worry, Darling. She was in a couple of things. And I like how she like expresses her emotion on camera.
That's
She does like
awesome.
this little frown thing that's really cute. And I also like I just really admire Quinta and Issa Rae. Quinta
Okay.
Brunson and Issa Rae because not only have they like acted in their own productions, they also produce like really award-winning shows. So Issa Rae and Insecure is insane. Like,
Oh, nice.
and then Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary. Like, I'm just
Yes.
like, this is so beautiful to see like these stories being told, especially both these people like kind of starting on the internet. I feel like they were
Yeah.
posting on like YouTube, and Quinta Brunson was with BuzzFeed, and I feel like I related to their journey because I am too online trying to
Yeah.
break into an industry that not is always the kindest to influencers, quote unquote.
True.
But
That's
I
so
do
true.
think I have
I think
I
I'm gonna
have
see you on the
passion
big
in
screen.
both things. Yeah,
I'm excited to see you on the big screen
I am too.
because you're dope.
2025, let's put it into existence.
Hell yeah.
I'm putting in the work, but I'm also like being patient with myself and knowing
Yes.
that like it'll come when it's supposed to come,
Yeah.
and it'll come when I'm good and ready.
That's right.
Maybe there's more things I need to discover about myself and work on for to be able to present my best self within whatever opportunity it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
That's dope. So like, you just are getting into acting, or you've been acting already?
I so I've been voice acting. I feel like I started, don't quote me on this, maybe 2, 3 years ago, I want to say. And then traditional acting, like actually like actively taking classes and
Hmm.
like building my materials, maybe like a year or
Okay.
two, maybe like a year or two.
Oh, so you still kind of fresh in.
Yeah, but I just finished filming my first lead in a movie.
Oh,
It was an independent
nice.
feature.
What?
Yeah, so that was
Is
insane.
there any of this out anywhere where we could?
It's not out because we just finished maybe
Damn.
like a month or two ago. So I like, the editor, he about to, who knows how long it'll take to edit? Like, who knows?
True.
It might not be till next year. Who knows?
True.
But like having that opportunity and being a lead, which is crazy to be the lead, being
That's
number one on the
dope.
call sheet, and I don't have like any film experience as far as like a feature. Like I've done like
Wow.
small short films here and there. Um, Stuff like that. But the fact they trusted me and like I think it went well.
I'm excited to
I
see
think it
that.
went well. I'm hoping when it comes out, like I did a good performance, regardless of if you like the movie or not. Hopefully you can see my potential. But I'm very excited because it was a thriller and it just was she was an interesting character. I'm hoping like people don't see necessarily me.
Yeah.
Like obviously they'll still kind of see me because it's me, but I'm
Right.
hoping they're like, just remember this is a whole different person. Like
Yeah.
they did my makeup way different how I would do it. They dressed me way differently than how I would dress.
Wow.
So
Okay.
like yeah,
Damn. There's
I'm
no.
still
You don't
new,
have like
but
no BTS pictures or nothing.
I have BTS. I can send you BTS
Okay.
and stuff.
Yes, please.
Yes, I could do
Yes,
that.
Kiera,
I
please.
took a whole bunch of pictures and videos. But no, I'm still new, still like trying to figure it out. But I'm hoping after that it does open a lot more doors and I can even update my
Yeah.
reel because I'll have like a lot more footage.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So like, are you hoping to use your platform that you have now, which is like almost 1 million followers,
Yeah.
to like build that, or just get you more into the acting game and get you more jobs from that?
Yeah, I think so. I created like my own little production page because I know sometimes I don't know for sure, but I know sometimes it's hard for like people to see you one way and then see you drastically
Yeah.
different, like just a complete rebrand. So I still want to keep some of the old Kiera Please in there,
Yeah.
but I want to incorporate some new stuff. So I've been trying to like I'm gonna try hopefully in this new year, not hopefully in the new year,
There you go.
consistently put out some short films of my own making,
Nice.
just to one show I like production and I like film and I
Yeah.
like storytelling. One to build up my own little catalog
Okay.
as far as like production and
Nice.
my skill set, but also I can use that for a reel. Double. And
Exactly.
also, if anything pops off online, hopefully someone's eyeballs that
Yeah.
is in a very important position sees my potential and is like, well, maybe she can do it. That's actually how I booked the role. I think they saw a short that I did and they were like, oh, okay, she does take it seriously. Because it's harder with social media, especially when it's like quick content and stuff on your phone. Like you can see the potential, but sometimes people don't know for sure. I think people get scared with influencers because they don't know if like influencers are just like thinking they can do it because they have a following, or if they're actually like trying to master their craft and they're like genuinely good.
That's true.
Because I was on set and a lot of the other actors, because they didn't really hire influencers, so they hired only actors. I was the only influencer, quote unquote.
Oh, nice.
And then I think people they were trying to not size me up in a bad way, size me up of like, is she gonna take this seriously?
Right.
And then they realized they're like, oh, she is, like, because I guess they've been on set where
they thought you were just there for the selfies.
I guess they've been on set where it's like the influencer might not necessarily be good. Ooh. Like they could be good at influencing, but they weren't necessarily like good at set life.
Yeah.
And like how it operates and like different like just stuff that happens and like giving a performance. And they were just like, no, you like, we can tell that you actually take it seriously. We respect obviously the content creation and influencer stuff, but it is a drastically different field of entertainment. Yeah. So I was like, thank God. I was like, I did my job. Woo!
That's awesome.
And everyone was really sweet. Everyone was like the kindest folks. I couldn't ask for like a better first impression. Yeah.
Well, listen, excuse me. Don't listen to that.
Listen up. Yeah, I'm listening. Burping right in my ears.
Okay, first of all, quick question. Look at the screen. Is this the sexy man you're talking about?
Oh my God, close. That's actually another character from the same show.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes, but we're close. You're getting close.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about here. Wait, so what is this character?
This is a Makima. So the main character, Dingy, Chainsaw Man, is actually kind of obsessed with her. But she like treats him like a dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I also did a sexy version of her, which was fun because she usually wears like a button up and a tie.
Okay.
So I was like, let me try to be hot.
But okay, so guys, I'm gonna show you really quick Kiera's a little bit of her acting because.
What are you gonna put?
Your new stuff. Where is it?
Oh my God.
Where is it?
I don't even know if it's. Oh yeah, I did drop this short film.
You sure did. Oh, but okay, so this is gonna be just a little snippet. You guys gotta go on her YouTube.
This is just like a trailer. You gotta go to the actual YouTube. It's tagged in my my bio, so it's easy to find for sure. Right.
So take a little peek at this. Here we go. Oh wait, hold on, stop.
Wait, they don't
let me connect the audio for you guys.
Oh yeah, it would be nice. It's not a silent film, you guys. It's not. It's a full film.
All right, we're back.
Be a scary and fun place. That's and I thought, let's play around with that.
That is the algorithm, guys. Like, listen, she ain't lying about the algorithm. That shit's real.
It is.
It's scary.
It is.
Because, like, how many times do we wake up a day and, like, this fucking algorithm? Literally how come I can't figure it out?
Every morning.
It's ridiculous. I hate it.
I low-key wanted to make, like, a Black Mirror episode. I was just like, let's just see what it would be like to, like, do this, my version of what a Black Mirror episode would be.
Yes.
And
I watched that whole video and I loved it.
Thank you.
And then like your little shorts of the word of the day, they got so much better because yes, whatever you did, keep doing that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so the kind of the inspiration behind that was I wanted to start slowly because it's hard because I need help with this. But I slowly wanted to start making like segments like all that. And like the Amanda Show, hence my name, Kiera Please, is from the Amanda Show. Okay. And like the words of the day was one, but I wanted to add more where it's like,
Yes.
you come and it ends up being like a full show because there's so many different segments. This was just
That's
kind of like the
dope.
start of it to see how like it would look and kind of fine tune what I wanted to look like, how I should talk, like what should be the small little script. So I've been playing around with it. I'm still trying to figure it out, but
You got it
I'm
down.
glad you like it. So you noticed the difference.
Big time. Oh my
It
God.
makes me
I'm
feel
a
good.
creative.
I know, but I never like you never know because people don't necessarily like tell you all the time, and
That's true.
And since it's so different, like
Yeah.
it's not performing how like a cosplay would perform.
Right.
But I like you have to remember like it's not always about like engagement. It really is sometimes about like feeding those creative impulses.
Exactly.
So like it's really actually nice to hear that feedback.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes
Keep it
you're just
up.
going
Listen,
blind.
don't stop for nobody. Just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have to
You
do
like
something,
it. That actually makes me really happy because like look at
Yeah.
you like
listen.
I don't have
I've told
this.
so many people about you that you don't know about, but I've told people about you, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God, my heart.
my friends, because I'm trying to get more into filmmaking
Mm-hmm.
and like short films and things like that, even fashion films, just films in general.
Yeah.
Because I want to, in 2025, I want to do a lot less photo shoots and do
Ooh.
more films.
Oh my God. So we're like aligning.
Yes.
Cause I don't know what it is. I love movies. I love film. I just really I love all of it. I love the set design. I love the acting.
Yeah.
I love the environment. I love the energy.
It's
I love
very interesting.
yeah, it's so different. And you could do so many different things with it
Yep.
with the storytelling. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if
Yay,
you're
I want
like
that for
me,
you.
where you watch a movie, but you're watching the movie, but you're paying attention to everything else, like the lighting
Yeah,
and
the different
and
shots they do.
yeah,
I'm like, wait a
exactly,
minute,
the
that was kind of
angles,
creative.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing when I'm watching movies. It's crazy, but I
Yeah.
love it.
Me too. I actually in high school, I went to my high school because I was in TV production.
Okay.
So I feel like it makes sense. But when I started doing TV production, all the little things they would talk about, now I have to like pay attention to them in the shows, like not even forcefully. It's just like my mind gravitates towards it now
Yeah,
because now that I'm aware of it, I can't get rid of that
exactly.
awareness.
Exactly. That's so true.
Yeah.
Like I used to, this is like a stupid example, but like I used to be a landscaper
What?
for like I think like 4 years.
That's
This
so
was like back,
random.
yeah, super random. Yo, this is weird too, because like I'm a big black dude, right? And I'm landscaping. I've been pulled over by the cops because I had a big weed whacker. I was cutting weeds. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm working here, sir." He's like, "But you don't even have a uniform." And then I had to let my boss know, like, "Hey,
Oh
the
my God, that's them
cops."
profiling you.
Yeah, the cops stopped me. I think we need to get uniforms here. So then we got uniforms. But like after being a landscaper, I started paying attention to people's lawns a lot more than the usual person would because
Yeah.
like I was so used to it and like flower placement and things like that. So yeah, when you're like in that field, you pay attention to things more.
Yeah.
And like now I watch movies and I look at like continuity and I'm like, wait, that guy's hat wasn't to the left in the last clip. Why is it to the right? Or you know what I mean? Like things like
Yeah.
that. It's so crazy.
Now I understand when on films when they have like a continuity person,
Yeah,
that is real.
it is.
That is so
It's
real.
so real. Do you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Oh my God, the Starbucks cup.
Yes. How did you know?
Because I knew exactly what you're referring to. That's the first thing that popped into my head. I was like, someone got fired, or they. Oh man, I would have been so mad. I'd be like, "What, bro? You know
Yeah.
how much it costs to make this one shot?"
Yep. It's crazy. So being on the set life, like, how long does it take to film one shot? Now that you say that, because I'm always curious.
I've only been on one set outside of my own.
Okay.
That is like, I thought I heard something. I'm so sorry. Oh,
Hey, she's ready though.
oh
She
my
stay ready.
God. It just depends. Like there were moments on the movie that, like something that you think would take a really long time to do took 1 second, one take, and then
Really?
some scenes, bro, we were there for like 3 hours doing one shot because like just something would happen, either a plane or
Oh.
they heard someone talking on the background or some I don't know, the DP might have bumped into something that they didn't realize was there, so you got to keep resetting, and it's just like there's so many different factors that like it really just depends. Really, it could be short, it could be long. I was like shocked at sometimes how quick we would do certain shots. Like they would do no more than like 2 takes. They were like, nope, we got it, let's keep going.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, dang. So, I'm not an AD, and I never will be.
Oh man,
I can imagine how stressful it is to keep everybody on time, especially when you want to get something perfect.
True.
Yeah.
True. So like, okay, completely off topic. What's the dating life like in this creative world? Is it she listen? She dropped the head. Non-existent. Wait, Kiera Please has no man. Oh, y'all heard it here. Listen,
it's sad. I mean, it's not sad. I'm just
she
like
is available, but you gotta like really come with some shit. Like you gotta
come with some heat.
Yes.
I am a hermit, so it is unless I really like you, and mainly I just like my friends.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to want to leave the house.
That's very true.
You know,
it is hard to get you out the house.
I know, it's so hard.
But I'm happy you're here.
Yeah, I mean, I did not hesitate to come here.
That's awesome.
I like you. But the dating life, yeah, man. Like I've attempted for sure, but like it just make me not want to attempt. Like, it made me want to put in the towel. I was like,
so like what is your ideal guy, I guess? Like, would it be someone in your industry or outside of your industry?
I don't think I'd want to date a content creator or an influencer. I'm not saying never say never. There's definitely great people, but I don't know if I want someone to do the exact same thing that I do.
Yeah.
I like maybe someone that's within the realm, like like a production designer or something. Like, you know, like a sound guy. I'll date the editor. Like
hey, he can edit your videos.
Yeah, like so I definitely like someone in a creative field that's like under kind of what I do, but not the exact same thing.
Gotcha.
I again never say never, but I think it's I don't know. I think it's interesting to learn from someone in the same but different space.
Nice.
I feel like that's always fun. I feel like that's traditionally what I would do in the past. Like it would always be someone adjacent to my field.
Gotcha. So like, would you date like accountants?
You know what? Never say never. Why not? Why not? I don't know. Like, I don't know if we would have the same interests, so that might be the tricky part. But if they're just as silly and goofy as me and like down to clown, and that just happens to be your job,
because you like to stay in the house, right? So as long as you guys like to stay in the house,
I mean, we could do activities.
And do some activities.
Actually, I want someone that can plan. If they can plan a date, my friend said if they can plan a date, they can plan a life.
Oh.
So
I've never heard that. That's good.
I never heard that either. But I was like, that makes sense, I think. Like, yeah, plan something. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but like take some effort into like.
What do you think is wrong with these guys that you
what do you think is wrong with these guys?
Like you just like, because you're not even worried about dating right now, right?
No, I'm just.
What is it with these guys that you're like, you know what? Leave me alone.
What is it? Let me think.
What are the guys doing wrong that they can improve on?
I mean, I don't really feel like I've had someone that planned out a date. Like, I think my friend was valid in that, where I was like, oh, they don't like, or at least people I've come encounter with, not everybody, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of them don't really like plan that much. They'd be like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I can tell you, but I do want to see what you would naturally want to do.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to eat? What restaurant? I'm like, well, you're taking the fun out of this. I'm planning the date. I'm like, if I approached you, then yeah, but like,
right.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to go on a walk down my street, like literally at my house. I'm like, that's not a date.
It's not. No,
it's not a date.
Wait, that was someone wanted to do that with you? Or?
Yeah, they were just like, hey, where do you live? We can walk around your neighborhood. And I was like,
what? I've never even thought to do that. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm kidding.
I was just like, I mean, I do want to get my 10,000 steps in, but I'd rather just do that alone.
You can like go on a hike if you're gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying. You can plan a hike.
Yeah.
Go a beach day.
Yeah.
Like I feel like just something. I'm not saying you got to plan it all the time, but I feel like if you're initially trying to get like get someone, and I'm not a person that really is even interested in dating, it does take a lot to probably like turn my head to be like intrigued. So like all the average things where it's just like I like a nice meal. Like I feel like that's fine. Like we can go out to eat, but
Is there like a specific restaurant? Like I've heard the Cheesecake Factory is no longer the place to go. Now if
oh yeah, I
people
heard that
if
too.
people say let's go to the Cheesecake Factory, they're fuck boys or whatever. Is that true?
I wish I went on more dates to know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm lost too. They probably are like, here, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I mean, I'd go to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't, like, I
They
don't,
got
but like, I
good
mean, to each
food.
its own. Everyone's different. I mean, I went out to eat with someone one time, like on a date, and they did not order any food.
What? Oh, they didn't have the money?
I don't know. They just were like, I'm not hungry. I'm like, so why would you plan a date to
Oh
a
yeah.
restaurant?
No, yeah.
I ordered food because I was hungry, but I was just
Yeah.
like, I feel like when y'all are
Did
playing
he
this,
pay for
make it
you?
make sense. Hmm?
He paid for your food?
Did he pay for my food? I think so.
I hope so.
I think so.
Do you think a guy should pay for the first date?
If you approach me, yeah.
Oh, have you approached someone for a first date
No,
before?
I don't approach people.
Okay.
So essentially, yes. But yeah, I think if you're approaching me and like you're trying to make the plans to like impress me and like get to know me, I think yeah, you should pay for the first date. I'm like
Absolutely.
not opposed to like 50-50 like down the line, like
Okay.
and back and forth and or if I hit you up and want to like do something, like I
Yeah,
don't mind, but I personally would like you to pay for the first date.
that's good.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Yeah. But I've never been spoiled before.
You never been spoiled?
Mm.
Well, okay, so you said some guy didn't want to eat on the date.
Yeah.
That's usually a flag that's he doesn't have the money or he
Well,
has
I
enough for
never went out
you.
with him again.
Okay, good. Good.
I thought that was a
But
little strange. I was
yeah,
like,
that is strange. Like, why go on a date and not eat, but
yeah,
take him to the restaurant?
yeah. I
That's
feel like you could
very
have went
weird.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like going to, I don't know, that's like going to the pool, but not getting wet. Like, why are we here?
Unless you're getting a tan.
True.
Unless you're getting a
True.
tan.
What was I gonna say? Damn it. You said okay. No, 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 no. Brain computing.
Recalculating, reboot.
What would be your ideal first date?
Ooh,
Or maybe not even first date, just date period. What would be a
ideal
good
date.
day with Kiera and her boo?
Aww. I guess we're manifesting it.
Yes, we are. We are.
I think just something different and cute. So like I recently saw on TikTok went on a date to make plushies.
Okay.
And I think that's just like a really cute thing to do or like even like go make pottery. I think like an
Yes.
activity that allows you to bond like obvious like I don't know if going to the club or anything's great because you can't hear.
Nope.
I mean, restaurants are always a traditional thing to do, but I think when someone thinks of something kind of a little bit outside the box
Yeah.
and but you're still able to like have like a conversation and get to know someone is always fun. Like even like mini golf or something. I just think
Yes.
stuff like that is like super super cute, a picnic, you
That's dope.
know.
Okay.
Like I'd be down for a game night and it's just a whole bunch of board games and like
Oh,
let's play a whole bunch of
nice.
board games. Like I think stuff that's just like I think creativity like wins my heart a little bit when
That's
you
good.
do try to actively like how we like to create things just for like our career and stuff. I
Yeah.
think like creativity and romance is also underrated.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with that. And two is like guys feel like I don't know. I feel like the rap game has like really fucked with guys' heads, and like these
Don't date
rappers
a
talking
musician.
about yeah, definitely don't. Wait, wait. This sounds like hold on.
No,
This sounds like some experience
no,
here.
I'm just saying don't date. I just feel I don't. Those are they are interesting people.
Have you
As
ever
I make
dated one?
music, as I make music,
Have you ever dated a musician?
I think majority of the people I've dated have been musicians.
Oh, so now you're trying to get someone that's not a musician?
Yeah, because I'm like it hasn't worked out so far.
That's true. That's true.
Like either they've always been into music or like actively trying to pursue music like as a yeah as a career, whether that be
Yeah.
like producing or writing or
Would you date an actor?
yeah,
Nice. Okay.
probably yeah.
You guys can act out scenes together.
Act out scenes. That's probably how a lot of people got their like Did my necklace? Did I not cook it? That's how people got their spouses because those love scenes started to feel
That's
like
so
real
true.
scenes.
You know what? I've noticed that too. Like, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt and like, all these people that like are Ashton Kutcher and what's her name, Mila
Oh
Kunis.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they've been working on set together for so long, they just fall in love.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
people
crazy.
say you find people you love at work, I guess, right?
Yeah,
People find their spouses at different jobs, potentially.
yeah. I mean, that's true because you're not gonna find like if you're a mailman, like you're not gonna find a doctor, maybe, but like,
Unless you're delivering his mail. No, he probably got a
yeah.
wife.
Yeah, it's different. It's
Yeah.
hard. Man, that's funny.
But yeah, I think I would date an actor. I think I would.
That's good. I love that for you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, listen, we need to get her. Okay, we don't need to get her a man, but if you are gonna step up to the plate, make sure you do not distract her path and like don't
Aw,
fuck up her path because Kiera is a good friend of mine.
thank
And
you.
listen, don't
Come
fuck it
with
up.
genuine intention.
Yes,
Also,
for
I'm
real.
strange, so like
Strange
they
how.
all. I feel like I'm weird.
I mean, maybe
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes people are taken aback.
you're
Just
like you're cringy.
like I'm just like
I'm cringy.
I don't see it as much, but when I do certain things and I do like have a bird's eye view over myself, I can recognize, oh, you are a little weird. Why would you do this? Why would you say that? Like, and it's just like I don't know it all the time, but like it has to be like a specific moment where I'm like, oh, this is what they were talking about when they said she's weird. Yeah,
Oh,
so I'm a little strange.
okay.
But I like people who like strange. There's definitely people
At
who
least
like
you admit it
acquiring
too. That's good.
tastes. Yeah,
That's a big step.
yeah,
So like, yeah, you let them know ahead of time. That's
yeah.
good.
I just a reminder, I'm not. I may on the exterior look like a bad bitch, but I am strange.
What's the strangest thing you've ever done?
The strangest thing I've ever done. Let me think about that. The strangest thing I've ever done. Oh my God. What's the strangest thing you've ever done?
That's a good question.
Right? It is, but now I have to think about it.
Damn, you're right.
What is something strange that
The
I've done?
strangest thing I've ever done was probably. Maybe I should reword that question.
I bit into an onion once.
What? Does that even count?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something strange.
The strangest thing I've ever done off the top of my head, I shaved one leg in high school. I shaved my whole left leg.
Were you getting a tattoo?
No, I did it for $1 to impress a girl, and it did not work.
You did it for
The
a
dumbest-
dollar?
Yeah, that was so stupid. I was a freshman in high school. I was like, hey, I don't even remember her name. Damn. But I was
That's a
like,
dollar,
hey,
yeah.
I'll shave my leg for $1. Just
Oh my God.
to get her attention.
Did it work though?
No, hell no.
Oh.
That shit ain't work.
So you just had a shaven leg.
I had a shaved
You should have
leg.
just got a tattoo by then.
But that leg was smooth as fuck, let me tell you.
You
Listen.
said this lotion hit different. Dang.
I couldn't believe I did that.
Oh, I can't believe you did it either. For a dollar is crazy.
For
though.
$1. I didn't
Like,
even
not
get the
even like
dollar.
20.
And I didn't even get the dollar.
You didn't get the dollar? So you did it for
I was like, this bitch, she lied to me. Yeah.
God.
Because she was like, I'll give you $1 if you do it. And I did it. Didn't get the $1.
I just can't believe you like folded over $1.
I know, right?
Just $1.
I was struggling. I was just struggling freshman.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was like, oh, I can get some fries with this $1.
Just one small fry. You can't even get a small fry like that today.
No,
in
you
this
can't. You can't get
economy.
nothing with $1 today. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
I hate it. I hate it here. Man, this is fun. I like hanging out with you.
I like hanging out
I'm
with
so
you
happy you
too.
came. I
I'm
mean, how
happy
much
you
time we got? We
too.
still got like a good 10 minutes. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Maybe like 5, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Um, what's the scariest thing you've ever done?
Ooh, the scariest thing I've ever done? I know I've probably done a lot of scary shit. Oh, was it paragliding? I did paragliding and that was interesting.
Wait, what is that?
It's like, or is it parasailing? It's one of the things when
Over
you're
the
up in
water?
the air over the water. It's one of
Oh, and
those
you go
things.
like go up?
They're like moving around and stuff
Oh
like that.
shit, you did that?
I did that, and I can't recall the name of which one, but I did that, and I did the one where they're like you're coming from a boat, and like the boat goes really fast and it
Yeah.
flies you up. So I did the
Oh,
opposite, and it was also over the water, and I
damn.
almost threw up in the air.
Really?
Not with the boat one, but the other one. And like he was like, "You want to make it like a roller coaster?" And I said, "No, please, sir, no."
What?
And he was like doing all this. I
Oh
swear to
no.
God, and it was in a different country. I swear to God, I was like, "Yo, I'm about to throw up on people down there." I was like, really, I was scared out of my
I would be
mind
terrified.
because I was like, "Yo, I don't know how to tell this man that I'm about to throw up." And he was talking and taking pictures. I felt really terrified in that moment. I was like, I gotta hold it together.
Oh
I gotta hold it
man.
together. I ended up holding it together. But after that, me and my friend were like, yeah, we're going to the hotel and laying down. Yeah, that was terrifying.
That's scary. Yeah, I'm scared of heights. I can't do that.
Really?
Yeah.
So no on bungee jumping for you or
Hell
anything?
no. Maybe if it was over water, but I'm still no, I don't know. I don't think no.
No.
Like I would definitely be standing there for a long time before I actually
Like
like
jump, they would have
yeah.
to push you over.
Yes.
I think I
You
do
probably
it.
would have to push me, yeah.
I, I said I think I do it, not push you over, but like I think I would like bungee jump, maybe eventually.
Would you skydive?
Maybe I went air ballooning, so I think I would be down for it.
You would do damn.
But I think I would wait like towards the latter part of my life. I'd be like, let's do it at retirement.
That's I mean, people I've heard stories of people that have skydived and they're like it's the biggest high of your life, like better than any drug you can be on. And I'm
Really?
like, that's cool, but like I know I'm good and I'm alive because I'm on the ground. I don't want nothing to happen where I
You're
might
taking
die.
a risk.
Yeah, that's a huge risk.
Yeah,
And I'm too scared.
it's
Can't do
okay.
it.
You'll conquer it one day.
I'm
You
not
can do
scared.
indoor skydiving.
Yeah, I would
I've
do
done
that.
that. I've done that. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I
Yeah.
want to do that. That looks like fun. I would definitely do
You're
that.
just a little bit up from the ground, but in
But
a
like, how
closed
does it work?
container.
It's just a bunch of air blowing you up?
And it's like a closed container, and they like, yeah, you just kind of stay up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'm down. Where is it at? Out here?
It was out here. I
Okay.
think I forgot the name of the place, but I'm sure if you type in indoor skydiving,
Yeah.
something's gonna pop out in LA. But it was here. I did it for my birthday a while ago. Yeah, it
Okay.
was
So when's your
fun.
birthday?
July 26th.
Okay.
I'm a Leo.
You are just like little Gemma. She's the 29th. Do I
Nice.
have your birthday saved in
That's
my
very
phone?
close.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Oh, I'm so bad with that. Like, I'm
Me
really
too.
bad with birthdays. I'm really, really. I'm have apologized many times to friends because of this exact thing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not good at them.
You can't be that bad.
I'm horrible. The only birthdays I really know by heart are like maybe like 3 birthdays, and there's more than 3
Well,
people in
like
my
your
life.
mom and your brother or
I don't
something?
even know my. Do I know my mom's
You
birthday?
don't know your mom's birthday? Kiera.
It's like June 6th or 7th. It's one of those.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
my
got you.
sister's birthday though.
You don't know your sisters?
I have 2 of them.
Kiera.
I know
I
my
know
dad's
all
birthday
my
because it's New
family.
Year's Eve.
Well, I know. Shit, do I know my dad's birthday? I
But it's
think.
okay because my mom always informs me the day before.
But then you can't. Then you got to go rush and buy a present.
They don't live in the same state.
Oh, there you go. You're good. You're good.
Get a nice little card.
Oh
But I
man.
don't think my family's never been like a huge birthday person. Birthday people.
Yeah.
Like it was never like I don't feel like I've really like celebrated my birthday. Like we're gonna do a whole week and go to this country. I just never I like doing it for other people. Like I
Hmm.
like being a birthday person for like my friends if they want to do something. But for me, I never really cared about my
Oh.
birthday that
Do you know your
much.
love languages?
Yeah.
What are they?
My love languages are quality time and They've changed. Well, quality time has always been a thing, but mine are quality time, words of affirmation, and I think now it's physical touch, but not unless I really like you. Do not touch me. Like we got to be deep in it. Like but definitely words of affirmation and quality time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you like to touch people, or you like being? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
What a sentence.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
What a sentence was that? No, I like physical touch. Like as far as just like I like to be like held and cuddled, but only if I truly like you. Like not like 1, 2, 3, 4 dates in. Like we have to be like dating.
Gotcha.
For sure. But that's because for so long I wasn't a physical touch person, and then I just started feeling like, oh, I think I'm getting like deprived of like a hug, and I forgot how much a hug makes me feel better if I'm like feeling down.
Oh.
Like it doesn't like completely like solve the problem, but like just that gesture alone, it does feel like alleviating, and it feels nice to be like validated and comforted. So I was
That's
like,
good.
oh yeah, I do like that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so sad.
A little
What?
pat on the back.
Do you cry a lot?
Yeah,
Crying is good though.
I think so. Crying, I feel like releases tension in your body, or at least for me it does. So when I feel like I can't cry and I know I need to cry, like it's hell, because I'm like, fuck, I need to get these tears out.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel so much better. It does really feel like a release, so to speak. But I do cry a lot. I'm a
When's
big
the last
baby.
time you cried?
I haven't cried in a little bit though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but
Or
I've
is it
been
good?
I've
Is it
been
good or
wanting to
bad?
cry, but not for
Oh,
like a particular reason. I just been feeling like I want to cry.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe you should get your acting down and cry.
that's a slippery slope. I'm sorry
Can
thinking
you
of
cry
sad
on
things.
cue while acting?
If I know that, like, if I know if in the scene it says I cry,
Mm-hmm.
and I am aware that I have to cry, I will get myself right before the scene in a space where I know at that moment it will be triggered to cry.
Gotcha.
Like I can't be like just cry right now and I'll be like but if
Yeah.
I know that I can prep for it, I'll be like, give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna go into the bathroom and like
Oh,
set
wow.
myself up. And so like once the scene comes, it's easier for it to like get out.
Interesting.
Like
Okay.
give myself a little head start. Yeah.
Can you do any accents while acting? Like,
I never really tried, honestly.
yeah.
Now that I
Like,
think
could you
about
be
it.
like a gangster from New York, or can you be like down south?
I feel like I could be something southern because my family's from the South.
Okay.
I feel like I would have to train if I wanted to do like anything like mafia-esque or like like French or something. But I think I learn things easily.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I pick up quick if I do it consistently. I'm able to like
Yeah.
hone in on the skill very quickly.
Oh, nice.
So I
Okay.
think it's possible, but I feel like I just would have to like sit down and train for it.
I want to hear some Southern Kiera real quick. What? Let me think of something you can say.
All the people in South Carolina would be like, that is not it. Go ahead, give me a test.
Say, hey, sweetie, I made this apple pie for you for dessert. Sorry.
Hey, sweetie, I made.
Okay. Hey, let's go.
Hey, sweetie, I made this apple pie for dessert. You want some?
Ooh,
I don't even know if
let's
that was
go.
good or not.
Okay.
This is putting me on
Okay.
the spot.
Hey, but you're an actor though. You're good. That was good. That gave me some color purple a little bit.
Just a smidge.
That was dope. Awesome. Well, I don't know. I've had a great time. We could talk forever, but I'm
I've
not
had
gonna
a
do
great
that
time
because we got some
too.
stuff to do.
We had
But
a big meaty conversation. Pause.
yeah.
We had a thick conversation. I had fun.
Speaking of thick, I see you've been in the gym.
I have.
Yes. Let's go, muscles.
I've been taking so many different classes.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find the ones that resonate with me. Like I feel like I could do on a consistent basis. So I've been doing a lot of Pilates. I do like Pilates.
That's good.
I've been getting into bar classes, which is like kind of like ballet,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's kind of like weight training without weights. Like you're using your
Yeah.
body. I tried Orange Theory. I'm debating whether I want to keep doing it or not.
Okay.
So that's basically like it's kind of like going to a gym, but like there's like a trainer for the whole gym,
Oh,
and it's like a confined amount of people, and like there's different stations. So like there's
okay.
like the treadmills, then the rowing machines, and then you do some like weight training. But they tell you what to do, and I'm the type of person that really needs someone to be told. I need someone to tell me what to do when exercising because I
Yeah.
just don't know what to help,
Gotcha.
like what's it called, tone my legs or arms and stuff like that. And I also don't feel like looking it up.
Do you lift weights? Or
I
do
will
you?
if they tell me to.
Yeah.
So like sometimes in bar class we have some weights, but in Orange Theory they definitely do weight training.
Okay.
Like they're I picked up a weight and the lady took it away and gave me a bigger weight. I said
Oh,
they're like, you can do it. I was like, okay.
did you
Yeah.
do it?
I did do it.
Good job.
Yeah, I think it was like 30 or 40
Do
pounds.
you have a Planet Fitness membership?
No, I don't.
Dang it.
Should I?
I need somebody to go to the gym with. Like I know
I've always wanted to make gym content and be like a gym muscle mommy.
you should.
I don't have a gym membership though. And I can't
Oh,
do videos in the
let's
class.
get Planet Fitness. Let's do it.
How much is Planet Fitness?
I think like $10 a month.
Oh, that's not
Maybe
bad.
I think they might have raised it to 15
I guess that's not
because of the
bad.
economy, but
Because of the economy.
um, but
That's not
yeah,
bad.
that's not bad.
Get a 3-day pass, see if I like it. I just don't know what to do in the gym though.
I will tell you.
You know what to do?
I'll look
Okay.
it up because I'm the person that because I need to go to the gym more, and I was going to the gym when I had someone to go with.
It was easier.
It's a lot easier for me. Like I don't know if it's the competitive side of me, where like
It's like an accountability partner.
yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, I think that's a real thing because, like, even when I'm like on the treadmill next to somebody, if they're going quicker than me, I'm like, fuck, I gotta keep up. Like, and
yeah,
there's no reason for me to do
right,
that, but I'm just like,
exactly,
let me just try and see. I think it's just like the
exactly.
environment of it all.
It's so true.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why is he on 7 and I'm on 5? Hold on, let's go up a little bit.
Yeah, like sometimes in
Yeah.
Pilates class, because there's a lot of older women that go to Pilates, or at least in my class, and like they are killing it. So I'm like, yo, if I stop now, I'm gonna look like a little bitch. I'm like, I'm over here shaking, and I'm like, nah, if Susan can do it, so can
Yep.
I.
That's so true. That is so true.
Oh man.
But yeah, if you get a Planet Fitness, let me know. I go to one, well, I was going to the one in North Hollywood.
Okay.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, let me know.
I'll check it out.
We could be workout partners.
Oh man, I just really want to be in my peak physical form. And I fear they were right when it says, when people say that exercise helps your mental health.
It does.
I like, because I was never a gym person. Like, I think prior to this year, I really didn't go to the gym, like maybe once or twice, but never on a consistent basis at
Yeah.
all. And I never really cared. And I hated it. And I hated sweating. And now, since I finally stuck with it for longer than like a month,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed, I'm like, oh, so this does help clear your mind
Yep.
and like regulate emotion and regulate sleep. And I'm like, I knew it was true, but I didn't want it to be true.
Yeah,
And it was true.
it is true.
It's very
That's why
helpful.
I need to get my ass back in there
Me
because
too.
I need that clear mind and that regulation. Yeah, I need that.
New year, improved you.
Yes. Well, first I got to change my sleeping habits. So I need
Oof.
to.
Well, the gym helps with that.
That's true. Because I used to wake up early and go to the gym, and that would be the start of my day before I did anything.
Yeah.
Or I would like drop the kids off at camp and then go to the gym. But now I don't have that because I only have the kids during the summertime, and then when they're not here, it's just like, oh well, I don't have to wake up early anymore,
Yeah.
or
So now you have to like force yourself to do
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So, but if I have someone to hold me accountable, I'll do it.
I feel that. I'll
Just
try to
like I
force
don't want to let them
myself.
down, and I don't want to look like an asshole. So, but I'm not saying like you have to do it or anything.
No, I've
But
been
if
wanting to
you,
get back into the gym because I took a little bit of a break. Like the past 2 weeks, I have not been as consistent as I should be. And like, I know the new year's coming, so I'm like, let me start kicking these habits back
yeah.
into shape slowly but surely, even if it's like once a week. I'm like, I
Have you
gotta do
gotten
it.
stronger, or do you feel stronger?
I feel like my body is more toned still than before, but sometimes it's hard for me to tell.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like I need to like take more pictures to see the progression.
yeah. Do you flex at all?
No,
Like,
never. But I can do push-ups now. And before I knew
oh,
I
okay.
really couldn't do push-ups.
Oh, that's good.
So I definitely can something gave something where I am definitely stronger somehow.
Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed. Well, I was about to say
flex
left.
Flex that right arm. Let me see that.
Okay, my arm day is a little weak.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got some muscle there.
Thank you.
Yep. she been working out. She's like, hold up, for real. But yeah, all right, Kiera. In this camera or in that camera,
okay,
or in both.
Okay.
I want you to tell the people what you got coming up, where they can find you, and if you have any advice for anyone trying to be like what you are, an actor or an influencer,
content creator. Well, guys, it has been such a pleasure chatting. I am Kiera Please. Just to remind you, you can find me on all socials. So Instagram, Threads, YouTube, Twitch, anything that you use, just by typing in Kiera Please. I just released my first book, comic book journal, so technically I'm a published author. You can find that on Amazon. So I will be talking about that for like the rest of the year nonstop, and hopefully in the new year you get to see a movie I was in. Don't know when it's going to be out, but please put those bell notifications on so you can check it out. But I think as far as like advice for the public, if you are creative, the one thing that I will say that you should make sure that you do is just being in tune with yourself and how you feel. I feel like try to follow little moments of happiness, even when you feel self-doubt or imposter syndrome or just like are feeling negative or bad. Just remember, instead of questioning what is wrong with you, why don't you question what is right with you, and making sure you give love to those parts of yourself that sometimes you kind of overlook, because that does help with your creativity more than you probably like realize. So much love, you guys. Hopefully that helps.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Kiera.
Of course.
Yeah, guys, make sure you go give her some love. Give her a follow. Just let her know how dope she is, because sometimes we just like to hear that, you know?
It's nice. It's validating.
It is. It is nice.
Words of affirmation.
Because this world is already full of so much hate. Like, it's nice to have something different. So like she said, come with something different. So yeah, and she's single, but that does not mean you're going to fuck up her path. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, this has been another episode of the Creatives Corner, where creatives come up in the corner. Whoa, that didn't sound right.
This is another episode of Creators Corner, where creatives come and talk in a corner.
Yes.
Let's add talking into that. You said, whoa.
Oh man. All right. Until next time. Peace out, guys.